Summary of Golden Rules, The Lost Writings by Napoleon Hill. Published by Books Reader. Introduction. Do you have the essential qualities required to achieve success? Do you recognize the existence of fundamental principles that can guide you toward realizing your dreams? Are you prepared to commit to personal growth and transformation to align yourself with these principles? The journey to success is unique for everyone, shaped by individual goals and aspirations. However, a universal key exists: adhering to time-tested golden rules that refine mindset, behavior, and environment. This book serves as a comprehensive guide, offering essential principles, strategies, and techniques applicable across various fields. Discover how to cultivate a positive mindset and reinforce it through daily affirmations. Learn the vital skills and behaviors necessary for self-improvement, including building confidence and retaining valuable knowledge. Understand the importance of humility, letting go of pride, and embracing personal growth. Most importantly, recognize the transformative power of surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who encourage your development. By applying these principles with dedication, the lessons in this book will shape you into someone deserving of success. Personal transformation takes time, so trust the process, embrace it fully, and believe that the journey is worthwhile. With the right mindset and values, success will naturally follow, aligning you with your ultimate goals. Your social and physical heredity. None of us have control over the family we are born into or the physical traits we inherit. Our genetic makeup is passed down through generations and cannot be altered by personal choice or external procedures. However, while we cannot change our physical heredity, we have complete control over our social heredity, the beliefs, habits, and influences that shape our lives. Everything we absorb, what we read, hear, and discuss, plays a significant role in shaping our social environment. Likewise, the people and surroundings we expose ourselves to greatly influence our mindset and personality. To cultivate success, we must consciously avoid negativity and seek out environments that support growth and positivity. Napoleon Hill himself experienced a challenging childhood before becoming a pioneer in personal development and success philosophy. After losing his mother at the age of 9, he was left in the care of his father, who later remarried. His stepmother became a guiding force in his life, instilling values that motivated him to pursue education and personal growth. Through her influence, Hill adopted a more positive outlook, reinforcing the idea that our environment plays a crucial role in shaping our success. Hill's story serves as a powerful example of how external circumstances can shape one's mindset. While hardships and tragedies are inevitable, they do not define us. The best way to overcome adversity is to use it as motivation, seek a supportive environment, and surround ourselves with people who inspire us. To achieve success, evaluate your surroundings. Do the people around you encourage growth and positivity? If not, seek out those who uplift and motivate you. Learning from individuals with a success-driven mindset will help you become the best version of yourself. Auto-suggestion, the power of positive thinking. The path to success is rarely straightforward. It is filled with obstacles, challenges, and moments of uncertainty. While others may offer guidance and support along the way, the ultimate responsibility for success lies within you. This is why self-belief is essential. By cultivating a positive mindset and consistently engaging in self-affirmation, you create the foundation for achievement. Our thoughts shape our reality. The way we think influences our actions, decisions, and overall outlook on life. Therefore, it is crucial to adopt the habit of positive self-talk. Repeating affirmations such as, "I am capable, I can overcome any challenge," and "success is within my reach," reinforces confidence and resilience. Through consistent self-affirmation, you develop a stronger sense of self-worth and a clearer vision for success. By consciously directing your thoughts toward positivity, you set yourself on the right path to achieving your goals. Napoleon Bonaparte, a visionary military leader. Napoleon Bonaparte is recognized as one of the most remarkable military leaders in history, serving as an inspiration for governments worldwide. During the French Revolution, he fought courageously in the army, seizing opportunities amid chaos and war to refine his leadership skills. Even as a child, Bonaparte was no stranger to conflict. His parents were involved in the Corsican resistance against the French in their struggle for independence. Despite growing up in poverty, his strong analytical abilities and determination earned him an education funded by the king. Upon completing his studies, he swiftly joined the French military, leading it to victory in numerous battles. His unwavering persistence reinforced his belief that while many challenges in life may seem insurmountable, nothing is beyond reach for those who refuse to give up. Throughout his lifetime, he expanded his influence across Europe, even rescuing the king and earning the title of emperor, a leader destined to guide the nation to prosperity. Bonaparte viewed every conflict as an opportunity to strengthen his problem-solving skills and inspire his soldiers. He understood that true power stemmed from a strong and disciplined mindset, which enabled him to triumph in every battle. Similarly, in life, obstacles may seem daunting, but through the practice of autosuggestion, reinforcing positive affirmations, we can overcome our fears and build confidence. Like Bonaparte, we must trust in ourselves and remember that even in the most difficult times, hope remains. With perseverance and belief, success will eventually be within reach. The law of retaliation, a path to positive interactions. The human mind is incredibly powerful, functioning like a magnet that attracts individuals with similar energies and mindsets. We naturally gravitate toward people who share our values and principles. However, since we are constantly surrounded by individuals with diverse backgrounds and beliefs, it is essential to know how to interact with them effectively. One of the most effective approaches is practicing the law of retaliation, which emphasizes treating others the way we wish to be treated. By responding with kindness, even when faced with differing perspectives, we foster goodwill and encourage positive interactions. This principle allows us to transform misunderstandings into meaningful relationships. A historical example of this concept can be seen in the Lawrence Massacre, also known as Quantrill's Raid, which took place during the American Civil War. This violent attack occurred along the Kansas-Missouri border and was led by William Clark Quantrill, a Confederate guerrilla leader. Quantrill's early life was filled with hardship, his family faced extreme poverty, and his father was abusive. Despite this, he initially pursued a career as a respected schoolteacher. However, due to the low wages, he abandoned teaching and fell into a life of crime, eventually joining a notorious gang of ruthless robbers. Under his command, Confederate guerrillas launched a brutal attack on the town of Lawrence, Kansas, killing many innocent people. It was rumored that the attack was driven by vengeance. The guerrillas sought retaliation for an event that had occurred days earlier, the collapse of a women's prison in Kansas, which resulted in the deaths of many of their loved ones. Quantrill himself had personal grievances with the town, fueling his thirst for revenge. Despite the destruction and bloodshed, Union General Thomas Ewing chose a different response, one based on restraint rather than violence. Instead of seeking revenge through force, he focused on rescuing innocent civilians affected by the attack. Though his actions did not involve direct combat, his approach to retaliation, rooted in compassion, ultimately proved successful. This story teaches us that aggression is not always the most effective response to conflict. When we choose to approach challenges with kindness, we open the door to peaceful and constructive resolutions. No one desires war and destruction. By responding with goodwill and understanding, we cultivate an environment where kindness is reciprocated, ultimately leading to more meaningful and harmonious relationships. Building self-confidence, a key to success. Confidence is a vital trait that influences all aspects of life, yet it is not something people are inherently born with. Rather, it is developed over time through practice, experience, and self-acceptance. Cultivating confidence requires dedication, mental resilience, and the ability to navigate pressure and setbacks. One of the fundamental elements of success is fostering strong self-confidence. A confident mindset opens doors to new opportunities and allows individuals to refine their abilities. Additionally, it helps attract the right people, mentors, collaborators, and supporters, who can contribute to personal and professional growth. While building confidence can be challenging at first, persistence pays off in the long run. Those who achieve greatness often exhibit unshakable belief in their abilities, regardless of circumstances. They understand that success is not about avoiding failure but rather about maintaining faith in oneself despite obstacles. The journey to self-confidence may not be easy, but it is undeniably rewarding. Trust the process, stay committed, and never lose sight of your potential. In time, you will realize that confidence is the bridge between aspirations and achievement. Early in their lives, they learn to accept who they are, their wants, and their strengths. They strongly believe that their characteristics will help them succeed. Walter Elias Disney, one of the world's pioneers in animated cartoon films, paved the way for America's animation industry. He was born in Chicago during World War II, and he was raised by his abusive father. Only through drawing animated characters did Disney find peace and genuine happiness. Ever since he was young, Disney had always dreamt of becoming an artist. Although his father pressured him to work in a jelly factory, he never gave up. He was still determined to pursue animation despite being at a career crossroad. So right after he came back from war, Walt Disney and his older brother decided to establish an art studio which fulfilled his childhood dream. The journey of Walt Disney was not easy, he went bankrupt countless times, but he was confident with his abilities. He knew that he was destined for success only if he believed and fought for it, so he keeps doing animation even if it means risking every penny he has. During his time of devastation, he luckily found hope in California. This is when he attempted to start another animation studio and created Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse was Disney's breakthrough and stepping stone toward success, but this was interrupted when he faced another struggle. This occurred when his art studio was on the verge of closure due to his large debt. Even his employees went on strike for days. But because of Disney's mindset, he was able to come up with ideas that diversified his business. As a result, his works reached big screens all over the world. After this, he then started to launch Disneyland, his greatest project of all time. This is a wonderful place where people of all ages can have fun. It is also considered the happiest place on earth. Through this project, Disney was able to pay back all his debts. From that time ahead, never again did he owe a huge amount of money to anyone. Up until now, Disney's business is still growing, reaching every continent of this planet. Disney's success would not have been possible if it weren't for his determination and confidence. Despite the struggles, he still trusted himself and his capabilities. He also believed that the failures he experienced had their reasons, so he used them as a motivation to try again until he achieved his dreams. All of these greatly contributed to Disney's success. How to remember. Having a perfect memory is an ideal dream for most of us. There are a lot of benefits if we can easily install in our minds all the needed information in our life, but having a perfect memory also has some disadvantages and consequences. That is why our brain only remembers significant events or information, so we just need to train our minds to improve and expand our memory banks. Our memories serve as an intangible diary. Stored in it is who we are and what we do as a person. If we lose our memories, we will probably not identify our identity. We also cannot do anything, especially our work. Therefore, we must know how to enhance our memories. Improved memory and mental ability can help us step closer to success. Successful people regularly train and enhance their memory. This is because memorizing is a useful skill in decision-making for their chosen fields and businesses. An American chess player named Harry Nelson Pillsbury topped the ranks at the early age of 22. He was born in Massachusetts, USA, and he was known as one of the greatest chess players of all time. His strategic thinking skills were truly extraordinary. It was also believed that he would win against the world's chess champion if he didn't pass away due to his illness. Even at the start of his career, Pillsbury manifested natural skills in playing. He won against one of the former chess grandmasters and world champion Wilhelm Steinitz. Aside from this, Pillsbury also reigned ahead of numerous world champions and top players. This made him famous all over America in his field. Pillsbury's memory skills were really outstanding. He actively trained his mind through chess and visualized the whole board and chess pieces even if blindfolded. Pillsbury's fame rose worldwide due to his great ability to play the game blindfolded with 32 opponents simultaneously, and he had more wins than losses despite not seeing the actual board. Not even the greatest players can carry out this kind of match. Playing chess aids in improving memory and planning skills. Pillsbury's great concentration and dedication to chess fueled up his memory retention skills. Even when two professors challenged him to memorize a list of difficult words, he pronounced them all correctly. forward or backward. Truly, his memory was one of a kind. The proper use of his abilities lead Pillsbury into great success. In this story it can be seen that continuous mental training enhances memory retention. Like Pillsbury, building up an accurate memory would lead to progress and success. With this, make it a routine to train your memory through familiarization, concentration, and repetition. This is helpful, especially if memorization is needed in your field. Without the ability to remember, you would be lost in our journey. You will not know what to do and where to go. So always seek to sharpen your memory, and it will be easier for you to succeed. Persuasion versus force. In this world, everything is connected, even the way you think affects your course of action. If you have a negative mindset, you are also likely to act negatively. Alternatively, if you develop a positive mindset, you will probably grow as an individual who seeks to do what is right. Either way, you always have the power to choose what kind of mindset you will have. There will be times when our internal thoughts will test our minds. This happens when you are faced with a situation and a negative thought emerges. It will persuade you to do the wrong thing. In this case, you should think logically and always choose to do what is right. Through this, you will achieve good results. People are not born perfect and morally upright, but our bad experiences or past actions that have been committed could still be changed. This will happen if we choose to align our morals on the right track. There is a story about how prison changes people. There was a rich man who committed a terrible crime in his life, which put him in jail. At first, he was so resistant and arrogant because he was eaten by his pride, personal beliefs, and ego. Until the end of the trial, the rich man never wanted to admit his mistakes. He even exhibited bad behavior in public by showing his manly frame, remaining boastful and firm. But it didn't last long. Due to the environment and circumstances in prison, such as freedom deprivation, unusual environment, and psychological factors, the rich man began to change his personality. He felt the taste of conscience because of staying there. This story just shows that change is possible once you win the war against your mind. Like the journey of the rich man, it will not always be easy. It will ask you to let go first of your ego and personal beliefs. Then you will be challenged by your circumstances. All of these are part of the process, thus it is necessary to develop a positive mindset and change for the better. Regardless of your past mistakes, believe that change is possible. Do what it takes to have a mindset that will lead to the right path and success. This will all be worth it in the end. Conclusion. In this book you have learned the golden rules and concepts that can help you attain success. You have learned that part of improving yourself is to boost your confidence and develop a positive mindset. You have also learned the value of how to enhance it. Through practice you will have a sharper memory despite your age. You have also learned that your environment plays a big part in your growth. By surrounding yourself with optimistic and like-minded people, it will be easier to become the best version of yourself. More than that, you have also learned that change is possible regardless of your mistakes. If you let go of your ego and instead learn from experiences, you will become a kind person both to yourself and to other people. In this way, kindness will always return to you. In achieving success, remember that you will face struggles along the way. But these should not stop you from following these golden rules and lessons. Rather, let your failures be a way for you to apply them and change for the better. Allow yourself to improve and make the most out of the circumstances. Once you do, you will surely achieve success.